Right, so where we left? We were left with the web server working. So this is the web server. We tested that it was able to just connect the startup, exit, XML. This part is still not going to work because we need to this. Actually, the interface is really writing in file because it's so everything should. I think you may actually screw up a bit the configuration here, to be honest, but I've never tried. Then once the Wi-Fi or PSP started, it's gonna check if it's gonna start as an access point or as a Wi-Fi. And then before starting everything, we already said it's gonna check the IP address because you need to modify the IP address in the Nginx file in order to have the website available and seeing like this. Okay, so without any further ado, what we are gonna do now is to use PyCharm to continue the operation. So the instruction out here. Okay, so first thing first, we are already logged in. These are all, so we are deactivated, so we are already out of the virtual environment we created for the application. Now, we're not going to use the virtual environment any longer anyway. Not that I recall. Okay, so, yep, so now we create this file. Okay, so it takes no virtual environment, so it takes the basic Python 3 installed in the machine in order to run. So just checking if we need to modify anything. Then it's yes, okay. And second part is enabling this service. Now, before we go too far away, we're gonna try to do a test first. Okay, so this is where we are writing. So we're writing on this is connected from before. Now at startup, this script is gonna be run, and this file is gonna be executed. Okay. Now we have to create that file. I have it over here. Okay. Now it's a bit long, so what I suggest is we can. What is the best way to do this? It's probably just gonna create a file over here, but I don't know if I have the permission. Let's give it a try. Yeah. What is this to location, right? And yeah. So this name of the file. Okay. Yeah, so permission right. So what is the best way to do this? Let me have it. Okay, probably the easiest way is to create the file. I'm here. Oh no, sorry. We need to. Okay. So now the file should be. Oh, sorry. It's an ATC. So if I refresh this, now I should find somewhere. Network. Here you go. Right, now what we're gonna do is we change the permission of this file. We need to change it anyway, otherwise this user may not be able to execute the file. So let's change the permission. Okay, now I can actually just copy and paste this. Okay, that was the dot here. I don't need to be very good. Right, now I think I can upload the machine. Now this one doesn't create any problem with the Git because it's outside the directory. So there shouldn't be any complication based on that. Okay, so right now we have the file. We can go to the file now or later, but basically this is the file that is going to be executed as startup. Okay, so it's going to read. So this most of the stuff is pretty simple. So it's going to start as an IP or a Wi-Fi. But what it does also is to check the IP here, the Nginx, to update it. Okay, so now that we did this, let's get okay. Okay, so we have to go to this file. All right, so here we just need to, all right, we change the permission again, just before we forgot. This is, I changed the permission only because I plan to read this file from the Python script. It's going to be executed by maybe another user, so that doesn't have the permission to read the etc folder. So here now, yeah. So at startup, we may want to, let's put access point. Okay, so this is the first time how it's gonna restart. We can modify later. I'm doing all of this running on the remotely, but you can also connect with the VNC and do this one with the graphical interface if you like. Okay, so I just give you options. Okay, so let's continue now. Let's speed up. What we're gonna do is to, so this file should be already present. Let me see. Now we open it up. Now this file should be the same as the one here, but just to avoid there is any difference. Okay, so this is a bit complicated because I have to delete the entire file that is pretty large here. And I don't know if there's any lines that need to be read over here. You can compare the two files if you like, but I made some changes, and to avoid every to debug also this, I prefer to not doing it. So what we're gonna do now is just to use VNC. We give all the permissions, so we can then get in here. I want to modify the file. This one. Everything else should be pretty straightforward. So I'm just looking for this file over here. I already changed the permission, so I should be able to just say it. Then I take this file. It's in the instructions, so you can just copy and paste. Okay, because I think you need to add this part here, because then it's gonna be read by some of the outputs. So we delete this and we paste. Yeah, it works also between systems, even if you use VNC. They allow you to copy and paste. Now we save, we close this one. Okay. Now we have to install this the program to do the access point. Then we have to change that file, giving the configuration, the standard configuration of an access point with the default user and password. Okay. I'm gonna stop for a second until this one is done. Okay, so we install that. We change the permission of the configuration file. We have to create it first. We create it. As I use the sudo command, so it's not a problem for you. I can write from here. I could have done also for the other file, but just for convenience, we use it. Also, we're using different stuff now. Okay, so I changed the permission already now. I will ask, I don't know exactly if all of these are required, but it should be if you executed all of them. So this one is to execute the startup. Okay, Control C to go out. And now, see if I start. Not sure it's gonna work. I don't know what is gonna happen here, but as you see, oh, okay, now it's still connected. All right, so it gave some issues, so that's why I was advised and not necessary to start to do this part now. Okay, so because in reality we can even check the status of this. Let's see what actually is running. There you go. Okay, so let's then install DNS mask. Let's do this. Now let's see. Not sure if this file already exists or we have to do the same things as before. This is just a DNS, so it's gonna basically trying to run at the access point. All right, okay. So then if I do this, all right, okay, the file is already there. Let's see the file. Is there a way out to delete this? No, no. Okay, so also in this case, the easiest way to do this is to search the DNS file here. I've already changed the permissions, so I should be able to change. It's because here is the graphical interface, so okay. Now we oh, Yeah. No, we don't need to do this. Config Wi-Fi is already present in this directory. Okay. And if I go here, just double check the files there. Because I think that I think this one was last step. All right, the mistake in a sense that I wanted to try the startup was working, but we went too quick, and so I basically went for the full exercise already. So let's enable this. So it's gonna start up, it's gonna start, but we're not gonna try to start it now. So don't execute this one, it's not required. This one, this file we saw is already there. I think we already changed the permission to this file. Don't think to this one. Okay. All right, so now we have changed everything. The system should restart as a Wi-Fi. Okay. I think they should basically take the user and password that were written before, because we are not going to rewrite that file. So for the first startup, is going to take the Wi-Fi that is connected to, because we have not used the routine to change that WPA file, the WPA supplicant. So we haven't changed this one. So what I mean is that if we look at it now, so let me just show you what I'm talking about. It's probably easier to understand, but then just hear me. So let's take the file. Okay, right. So as you can see, this is the network is using to connect to, all right? Now, because we have not used the interface, so this one, right? We are not writing this file, okay? And because we are not writing it, startup is gonna read this one. That is the original. So I expect that this one will reconnect exactly as it is when we start up, and everything should work fine. Then we use the interface, we change the password, and we see say if it does connect again. So what we're gonna do now is hit boot. Reboot. Now, okay, at some point this one should disconnect, this one should connect again, and then we can test if everything else worked. Look at this, the symbol of the Wi-Fi. When we do the last piece of code, this one will change because we force the connection. So when we're going to write this file, okay? So let me pause it for a second and see when it's going to come back. Okay, results are fairly quick. As you can see, the same IP address, I'm connected to the same machine, so it came online directly. So if I just put the one password. Okay, as you can see, also it connects now. To check if actually stuff has worked properly, we have created a log file that we put somewhere. Now, where it is don't recall where we put it. I'm sorry. Oh, yeah. Okay, so it's on Stefano. So should be here. Here you go. So we open this file. And you can see all the stuff that has logged in and how is connected. Right? And the fact that he has waited for the IP address before updating Nginx. Okay, so if I now take Nginx and I'll try to go to the same IP address, now the server should be working. There you go. Here you can see all my different network. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is we change the network. Okay. So put the password. I have two networks. So I think the Wi-Fi only connect with the 2.4. So if you have another one, just make sure it's gonna connect with 2.4. So now I expect to connect with this other Wi-Fi. Now this other Wi-Fi is in the same router, so it should take the same IP address. But if you do differently, it also may change the IP address. So whenever you are trying to reconnect, you have to check if the IP address has changed. I'm telling you this because I tried that before. So now if I submit, what is going to happen is that there was a mistake here. Just give me a second, I don't want to waste your time. Well, I think it was happening here. So there was an error in the code because I made some changes in order to do some additional logging. So I forgot to declare as a log. So what we're gonna do is to send. You may need to do this, so I'm gonna show you. So I'll commit, right? Okay. Another commit, no. Sorry, this one was not necessary, so I can just go faster. What I then want to do is to rebase. Right, so now we go on the terminal and we have to update the git pull, git pull. Now if I I'm not sure it's picking up again. It's gonna pick up this code probably, but because I haven't restarted the server, but maybe the server has restarted by itself to Django. So let's give it a try. Otherwise, we're gonna restart manually. Okay, so I have a restart Unicorn and restart my Nginx. I'm trying to process it again and see if I may. Okay, this is different. I'll check what this mistake is all about. Okay, I made another mistake. I corrected, but no. This close. So now we go another mistake. Okay, this is actually interesting because I forgot to put the permission to read this file. And in this function, this is what is going to do. That means that was executing this. So what we have to do then is to add this. We can add this. here. Then we don't have any issue for which I should be able to will run this one without even installing the servers, but yes, because in reality we haven't changed code, we have just changed the permission. Okay, it seems is right. And now it should break the pipe here at some point. Then also B and C now should not exactly. So I cannot drag, I cannot do anything on this. This one should actually restart automatically. So if you keep it open, you know, it's still trying. At some point, it may be able to reconnect. This one is come online again. Yeah, if we do exit, you see, it's broken pipe. But now, actually, this one is already up. Okay, this is up. Just to check that the server is actually working. Okay, it's connected. It gave me the different Wi-Fi, but we have to check that you see that the symbol is changed, and actually we are connected with the Domo 14. There's a different Wi-Fi. Okay, so if I now, okay, so the update of Red Mobile with the player. If I now do the same, it should now connect the previous one. Now the last track that we're gonna do is with to connect Wi-Fi as an access point, because that's actually the point of that. Okay, so this one is down now. Okay, so it's back online. It takes less than a minute to the entire thing, but it's not super speedy. So let's force this. May take a little bit longer. Okay, it's back. We are connected with Mikasa. The IP address hasn't changed. We can connect as the stage. And now we check the access point, and the access point is working. There you go. Now what we're going to do is to do with access point now. Okay, so if this is gonna work, let's put the default password here. Okay, now if I submit, now I'm gonna pause and I'm wait for the system to restart and come up with the access point, and then we're gonna try to do the rest and see if everything has worked. Okay, so as you can see, now there is a Raspberry Pi 0. Okay, so if I try to connect here, this is the access point. Okay, then I should have already a password recorded because I use this multiple times for different setup. So let's see if it's gonna connect. I'll wait for this to connect. Okay, so it's now asking me the password. Access point, which is this one. In case you're following step by step, so tell you about it, because when we did a copy and paste of this file, basically what I discovered is that he only copied until line 59, up to 59, and not all of the file. So this part, this part here is missing, and it's what is required for the system to start an access point. The problem was that there was a kind of like a fallback resolution, and so the system now weirdly is actually restarting with in Wi-Fi. So I update this one, saved. Fortunately, actually works like reconnecting Wi-Fi. As you can see, it's using the configuration that already exists. Okay, so if this is true now, technically we should be able to connect with the web interface to the same address. Nginx is running, obviously, but why not? Okay, it actually is running. Okay, so now let's put the try to reboot. Okay, so actually let's try to reboot first with the normal Wi-Fi. Okay, so now we put again the command. So we're gonna clean the files, realign everything. Because now one file is saying that we are connecting access point, but actually we are Wi-Fi because the configuration mode is still the old one. Okay, so I restarted. I'll quickly do this and I'll reconnect everything. Now, the funny thing is that they come pretty much on at the same time, VNC and the entire system with the SSH too. It's almost synchronous. Okay, all right. So now we are connected. So what we're gonna do is to launch the server. Actually, we now check first how we are connected, and we should be connected with the network normally. Okay, so this is working. Okay, we are here. Now we try to so in theory the exercise was over some time ago, but I just want to make sure that I didn't do any mistake. So, and if there is, I'm gonna correct them. Okay, so now let's try. Okay, it took a while, but now you can see there is the pi 0 now. See if it does connect. Okay, it seems we are connected now. I can connect directly. So now, obviously, it's in the back mode. It is actually working. We are connected as an access point. As you can see, there's a problem with the